Hello everybody and welcome to another video. First little overview of what I'm about to do here. Today we are going to be replacing the CPU inside of a motherboard. Here we have some prior footage that I'm recording. Right now I'm installing a CPU into a motherboard. It's a Ryzen 5 5500 and a Phantom Gaming B550. Now couple things I'm going to do first. I'm going to remove it from its plastic encasing, and I'm going to place it correctly using this yellow triangle to line it up correctly into the motherboard socket so that it fits cleanly into the board. So I'm just going to place that in here. Make sure that's fitted in well. And then I'm going to pull down the retention lever. Usually all CPUs should fit relatively cleanly into the slot. If you're having issues with it retaining, then make sure to check the pins. And now I'm going to apply some Corsair TM30, what looks like thermal paste or thermal compound onto the CPU to aid with the cooling of the actual processor. Now this is personally kind of a moot point where there's differentiating the amount of thermal paste that is generally recommended. Personally, I just go for 1 or 2 dots in the middle, and then I just let the pressure of the actual cooler that we're about to install to do the rest of the spreading. But that's just me. Some people might take a plastic spoon tool or whatever and just spread it along. Me personally, I just find that installing the CPU cooler is easy. Now, the reason why I had to take out the motherboard from the actual computer was to make sure that it would work, really, because the back plate would fall off. I'm going to use some isopropyl alcohol to be able to remove some of the dried thermal paste on my processor more efficiently. You don't always have to do this, but it was pretty easy to do so. And as you can see, I spilled some, but that's fine. It's going to dry up pretty soon. Or I'll just wipe it, whatever. I'm an idiot. But yeah, some isopropyl, and then I'll get right to cleaning. Wipes off pretty easily, and yeah, working pretty well. Definitely not my best moment, honestly. Could have done that a bit more cleanly. Now, before you even install a CPU, make sure to check whether or not your BIOS version for your motherboard supports the CPU that you're trying to install. For mine, I had to install, I'm pretty sure 3.40 for my BIOS, but that's obviously different for your specific motherboard. I'm going to keep wiping this off a bit. This is kind of awkward. I've never done a voiceover before, so if you gotten this far, thanks a lot for watching. But yeah, just going to clean this up a bit more. I've upgraded from a Ryzen 3 3100, so it's about a 2-core, 4-thread upgrade. From the original, I'm going to align the AMD CPU cooler, hopefully correctly onto the motherboard. Make sure to align it with those backplate inputs on there, using the standard Wraith cooler, as you can see that came with my CPU. Honestly, I've been having a lot of trouble with my package that came with the motherboard CPU combo that I bought from Newegg. Mainly the motherboard I had to return. And as you can see, I'm having some trouble putting on the CPU cooler. Honestly, I don't know, it's just kind of iffy with these CPU cooler and the backplate. It's just it doesn't work that well. You have to be pretty coordinated to make it work, or at least that's just for me. So with that done, I'm going to use my screwdriver. I'm just going to start screwing it in, trying to get even pressure on every single screw area, because I want to align even pressure throughout the CPU. I think at least to me that's best practice for CPU cooler, but that's just me. Some people might do a full screw and then another, but I just think that's not good practice. But yeah. This, of course, might be different for Intel CPUs, as their retention bracket and all of that is completely different. Intel CPUs usually don't have any pins. They just go straight in. The socket is what have the pins. But overall, the retention bracket, putting it down and then installing the CPU is relatively similar. So this should work pretty well for any CPU that you try to install. It just depends on the form factor, socket type, things like that, but they're pretty universal. At least the concept is. Getting some very good close-ins from the cameraman. But yeah, if you're interested in more videos like this is honestly my passion, so that's why I've quit doing other videos really, or at least haven't really done any, because I'm more interested in just doing this. Also, thanks a lot to all the people on Reddit that have been helping people like me out, trying out different operating systems and such, as well as fixing computers that might be having issues. So I'm going to plug in the CPU fan into the 4-pin header. It'll be usually labeled CPU fan, as you can see, CPU fan 1, CPU fan 2. I'm just going for the most convenient one on the motherboard, and there, it is installed and ready to go. Now, with that out of the way, and the clip obviously finishing, the best thing I can really recommend for you, at least, is just to keep on going. Just install the motherboard after that and all of the other components, and you should be fine. Without further ado, yeah, get straight into building. Hope you have a good day, and yeah, I use Archweb.